Yeah.
You were going to ask about a couple different players who are maybe, I don't want to put words in your mouth, sort of become the face of the league, almost coronated before they've done anything. A name that comes to mind for me, my opinion, is Anthony Edwards. He's never won anything. He's, Luka beat him, got to the finals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander beat him, got to the finals. Is he someone that you might be referring to as someone that, the face of the league, but maybe hasn't deserved it yet?
So it's two different ways to become a face. One, it's your sneaker company. It's your branding company marketing you. Paid ads, advertisement. Then you got media. They got to find somebody they're going to pick.
Good-looking guy.
Good-looking guy. Media playing well. Everybody's, then you got those two ways. And you got the fans, right? Then you got the fans. And sometimes it's almost like three sections of fans. You got the media fan who's only listening to the media.
Yeah.
And they just putting out the messaging like that because they got to go to work. And then you got the real fan, and then sometimes depending on who's saying what, maybe all four of those verticals are saying Anthony Edwards, well, Shai has something to say about that.
Right.
And I like when you earn it. I like when Ben Wallace earned the Defensive Player of the Years. The Richard Hamilton or Chauncey Billups earned that Finals MVP.
Iguodala was a stud, man.
Iguodala
was fun.
Yeah.
Chauncey was incredible.
Yeah.
Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, I think did Ben get Defensive Player of the Year 4 times?
Multiple
Four times.
times.
I should have had one or two of those. Ben.
You should have one of his.
One. I think one.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah, I think one.
Curious to know what you say.
He would make an argument that he should have had mine.
That's a good defensive player. I'm going to steal your stuff.
So since we're talking about Defensive Player of the Year, before we get to the Malice at the Palace, but Defensive Player of the Year, when you think about Defensive Player of the Year, they'll talk about Michael Jordan. He played defense and he was this and he was that, and LeBron never got a Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
And then LeBron has said multiple times that year when Marc Gasol got the Defensive Player of the Year, it should have been his, right?
Right.
What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I think LeBron's a good defender. He's different. He hustles. He tracks you down. He's all over the floor. He's rebounding. He's a different type of defender. It's probably going overlooked a little bit, but you can make the same case for MJ. MJ actually, the way I locked up is the way MJ locked up. You see what I'm saying? MJ locked up like that, and got 30. So MJ, it's a difference. Marc Gasol was more protecting the rim. So LeBron does have an argument because Marc wasn't locking up, but he was protecting the team. He was the anchor like a Draymond Green. Draymond locks up and he's the anchor, right? So LeBron he definitely was the anchor because you go to the basket, well, here comes LeBron. Look at his big blocks that he had in the finals. He for sure has an argument. He has an argument.
On winning the Defensive Player of the Year that year over Marc Gasol?
I mean, Marc played. I think he has an argument that year because we're overlooking how he affects defense. Everybody, because we're used to seeing a wing player, perimeter, getting down on defense, doing what Michael Jordan did, which was Michael locked people up.
What year did Marc Gasol win Defensive Player of the Year? Marc Gasol Defensive Player of the Year 2013. Interesting. So 2013. What did LeBron do in 2013? Okay,
that's interesting.
Defensive Player of the Year.
2013, he was playing for the Heat.
Defensive Player of the Year 2013.
Last or second to last.
Was he voted second Defensive Player of the Year? Okay, so if we go to Defensive Player of the Year, there's the most valuable. Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. So LeBron won second. So Marc Gasol got 212 votes. LeBron got 149. Marc got 31st place votes. And LeBron got 18. Then it was Ibaka, Joakim Noah, and it was Tony Allen and Tim Duncan.
So he almost got it.
He almost got it. LeBron averaged 0.9 blocks a game. Marc was 1.7. Steals, LeBron 1.7. Marc 1. I wonder how they scored that. Is it because when I asked you a question and I said, here's what Jordan averaged against you, LeBron averaged against you, Kobe averaged against you, and then the first thing you asked about was what? What did they shoot field goal, right?
Yeah, field goal percentage.
Is the NBA going to look at the fact of what the opponent's field goal percentage is to give you that Defensive Player of the Year?
Well, I wouldn't have got Defensive Player of the Year if it wasn't for Rick Carlisle, because the year I got it, Rick Carlisle had the whole staff work on it. So Rick Carlisle really won me that. It was a stat that all small forwards averaged 6 points against me that year. I didn't even know that. So you combine all the small forwards, when you play against Metta, they was only getting 6 points. Now, yeah, LeBron might have gotten 25, but everyone else was getting really sometimes 0. I held a lot of people to 0 points, which is really difficult.
Yeah,
2 points.
So you were 2004, right? 2004 Defensive Player of the Year. And who was second behind you that year?
It might have been Ben. It was always me. Those years it was just me and Ben flip-flopping
Was
1
it
and 2.
Was it 03 or 04? No, 03, 04, right?
I got it 03, 04.
03, 04. Yeah. Can you pull it up, Rob? I'm actually curious right now.
Kevin Garnett finished second.
Oh, no shit.
Oh.
Huh. Let me check this one out. If you go Rob to, I'm actually curious to know who was. Is it showing who's second and third or no?
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. How did he got MVP that year. And actually,
Minnesota.
Jermaine, I thought Jermaine should have won Defensive Player of the Year, but I got it. Hey, what's up? I'm Metta World Peace, the chairman of our test management group, and now I am officially on Minnect. I want you to reach out to me. I got a lot of things to offer, whether you wanted to chat about sports, basketball, on the business side, business development, consultation, brand strategy, foreign relations, and more. I look forward to connecting with you on Minnect.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.